Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Baka 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 podcast.
Baka!
Baka.
It's amazing how every time you open your mouth, you prove you're an idiot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a minisode of Baka Baka Baka. I know you're not hardly paying attention because we're hardly paying attention, but that's how these minisodes go. We're all in this together, kind of. Normally, we are a podcast that watches an anime every 2 weeks and comes together to talk about it like a book club, but every other week we get together embracing the baka-ness of our podcast and just talking about random topics that we think of, that we think would be fun to listen to, and try to generate discussion. And this week we have a really fun one that I'm very excited about because yay, animals. My name is Troy and I am not a furry.
As if they'll believe you.
Let's say, keep telling yourself that.
Okay. Let's introduce my co-host. First off, we have the Shenlong to my Kami, Jeremy. What's up, man? Dragon Ball Z, man.
You know those. It took me a minute, but I got it.
Yeah, you should know that. Yeah.
I should know those.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Actually got Evo Land 2 a long time ago. I don't know. Have you guys ever played Evo Land or Evo Land 2?
I've never even heard of it.
What's Evil Land?
Oh, you guys haven't heard of Evo Land? Okay, so it's a game that's basically taking you through the development of RPGs, starting from like really, really old 8-bit, and moving as you play the game. It moves its way forward until you get eventually into like 3D graphics and stuff. Same character. The first game is really all about how the game mechanics changed. There's really very little plot involved in the entire story. It almost feels like a prototype. But I've got to say, after playing probably 2 hours of the second game, it's got a good enough story. It's actually really fun. And I mean, there's obvious already like an hour and a half, 2 hours into it. There's huge amounts of reference to like Metroid. I'm running around doing some platformer stuff, and then I'm in Final Fantasy land, and it's just really cool how it plays through everything.
The first South Park game did something like that, where it's normally RPG style, then you go into Canada and it becomes 8-bit old school.
Oh, that's just because they hate
RPG.
Canada so bad.
This is pretty funny. Okay, so our other host is the Bubbles to my King Kai, Jason.
Bubbles?
The monkey.
See, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad either if I was Kami.
No, I'm the god. You are a monkey.
I think your power as the host is going to your head.
No. I got the reference. I was talking about what you told Jeremy. Anyway,
Where are you?
well, you didn't ask me last week, so
I asked you this week. I remembered. I cared.
Doing well. We mentioned it a little bit last week. We've been playing some Fortnite, and I didn't think I would like it. I actually so there's a big tone shift from PUBG, and it's much faster. So like your circle shrinks fast. If you don't know what they are, they're the Battle Royale arena.
It's Hunger Games, the video game.
Right. And you made a good point that this proves that if Hunger Games didn't actually murder people, people would be okay with it.
Okay, just for the reference, number one game on Twitch, the number one thing other people like to watch other people play is basically the Hunger Games. So if there wasn't the death, Hunger Games would actually be very popular.
Yep.
So I'm liking the take on I can build things, but we're gonna throw it into a shooter, and fast-paced shooter at that. It's got some problems, but it's been pretty fun so far.
It's also free, my favorite prize.
And apparently lots of cheaters.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that yet, or at least I've always just attributed it to my poor performance in the game. But
now the only one that I actually caught was that guy that his parachute just never deployed. He just went straight to the ground.
That was messed up, man.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Guys, has anyone watched the new Star Trek Discovery?
There's a new Star Trek.
There is a new Star Trek. So the bad news is it's behind CBS's streaming paywall because when you're a channel on network television, why not also have a streaming service? That makes
Welcome to the future.
To be fair, though, the show is gorgeous. They put the money in it, so that obviously why they want to get paid for it. It's up to par with the Abrams in visual effects, and it's set 8 years before Kirk's voyage, and it's Spock's adopted human sister. So she was raised by Vulcans, but she is a human, and it's about the war with the Klingons. And they're not doing like, hey, every episode I reverse the polarity and everything's good to go. It's a building storyline of what's going on because she's on this ship they're doing dark secret experiments on, and she's not really sure what's going on. And it's got a Lost feel almost like what is the smoke monster? But also dealing with the Klingon War, and there's definitely some parallels to real world situations in that. It's really good.
Don't bring up Lost. I have bad feelings.
J.J. Abrams is nowhere near this, as far as I know. However, he has ruined phasers forever because these phasers were firing in bursts instead of laser streams, and I was very upset. Forever, J.J. Abrams, curse you forever. Thank you for Star Wars Episode 7, but curse you forever for ruining phasers. That's my speech on Star Trek Discovery. If you're willing to get it from behind the paywall, it is actually, I think, a very good Star Trek show.
Nice.
Feels more like Battlestar Galactica, though. Be ready for that. Okay.
What do we talk about this week?
What do you want to talk about?
Pets.
You don't want to talk about pets? I want to talk about pets. Jeremy wants to talk about pets.
I
want to talk about Skyrim.
Listen, it was a brilliant game. You just don't see the light.
Okay.
There's a mod that gives you pets in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, so we want to talk about pets in animes because lots of animes have pets, and these are, we talk a lot about characters in animes. No one takes time to talk about the cat. No one takes time to talk about the dog, and that's what we're going to do today. You can turn it off now if you're done. You just came for the video game analysis or whatever.
Or you can download the anime pet mod for Skyrim.
Totally. One of those must exist.
Multiple
I bet you
pets.
one will come out. I bet you one will come out for XCOM 2. Replace the.
This segment right here is most likely going to be cut and editing. But
probably,
yeah. I'm curious, Jeremy. You thought of this subject. I want to know what your favorite anime pets are.
Okay, so I thought of this subject purely because I was playing around with my cat and throwing him on the couch when I remembered that I needed to come up with a minisode. And I went, oh, cat, pet, anime, pet, minisode topic. And then I don't really remember very many pets.
Do we usually take more time to think of minisode topics?
I usually do.
No, we don't.
You guys don't? I feel so alone right now.
I literally go up to like children. What do you want to talk about?
This is my process. We are 20 minutes before we're going to film. Troy goes, hey, we need a minisode topic. I'm like, and then, I have one.
Let's fight.
Can we talk about the pets though? Could we actually?
Okay, yeah. So I had to go and I had to look at what are some really well-known pets? Do I recognize any? And one that really stood out to me, and there were a few that I recognized. I could rattle off some of them, but one that really stood out to me was Guts from Kill la Kill. That dog was hysterical. Now, ordinarily, I do not like pugs or any dogs that have those really, really flat faces like that. But this guy had so much attitude and personality, like when he was wearing the suit, and oh God, or when they were all naked, smushed together, and there he is. He's over in the corner. He's constantly got nosebleeds and stuff. Oh God, Guts.
My sister had a pug growing up that I was not a fan of. I have a hard time liking pugs. So Guts did not make my list at all.
Actually, because of Jeremy, I do not like blue healers or poodles.
Oh, you don't like the blue healer?
That thing wanted to murder me every time it saw
What
me.
was your poodle's name? Was it
Stinky.
Poodly?
Stinky.
Oh, Stinky.
Stinky. No, he had like the teeth
Bitey.
all the wrong ways. Barky bitey. Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
favorite anime pets?
So I wanted some clarification because I was having a tough time finding one that I really liked. The first one actually that came up to mind was Puck from ReZero.
Yeah.
Just because that is such a freaking cool character. And I really hope that they're coming out with more content for that show. Anyways.
Oh, they are.
I don't know if I want a pet that can decapitate me that easily.
Or grow into a ginormous god.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I was going to go like actual animal, which I guess technically this is also a god.
God?
No, Moro from Princess Mononoke, the huge wolf. I was always that because actually Princess Mononoke was my very, very, very first anime outside of Dragon Ball Z, and those wolves always impressed me.
What about Akira?
You're right.
Akira has to be back there.
Yeah, no, Dragon Ball Z Akira, because so I didn't see a lot. I saw like I forget what it's called, like Castle in the Sky or something like that. That's how
Castle in the Sky, so good.
I saw that in Princess Mononoke when I was learning Japanese in high school.
Oh, you like a dog?
Yeah, so those were my two big ones besides Akira and Dragon Ball Z.
Nice. Guys, we have to mention Iron from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I saw that one on the list, and I remembered that there was a dog in it, but I don't remember very much.
I love that dog so much. I went out and bought that breed of dog, and he was awesome.
You did? I forgot about that. You have agree.
And I named him Bash the Stampede.
Right.
Is it a problem that I've never seen Cowboy Bebop?
Yep, it is definitely a problem. You have never seen Cowboy Bebop.
I think you're off the show. I've only seen part of it.
Yeah, you now have 2 animes to watch before the next episode. Ein the Genius. Oh, what are they called?
Einstein.
No, what is that dog breed called? The short stubby legs. Corgis, thank you. Yeah, the genius corgi who was experimented on and then joins the crew and just kind of is the only person with a level head on that ship.
I never knew he was smart until I read that.
There's a whole episode. He's like the second episode of the anime, dude.
I know, but like I watched the first one and I thought it was really cool, and then the second one didn't come on because I was watching it on TV or I didn't get a chance to watch it. So yeah, I've seen like episodes out of order.
Adult Swim has literally aired Cowboy Bebop 100 times.
I know.
Okay, guys.
All the wrong times.
Maybe at the new year we'll watch Cowboy Bebop. Okay. Any more?
So the 2 honorable mentions for me would be Shenron, just because he gives wishes, and I would love to have a dragon for a pet.
Shenron, I never even considered that to be a pet. He's
an animal.
That's good.
So you took animals that you want to make a pet. I took they were a pet at some point in time.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound really awful. And again, only because I like dragons as an idea as a companion or pet.
Uh-huh.
But I would really like to have Toru around.
I'm sure you would.
Okay, no, Toru definitely cannot be a pet.
I was just wondering that when we were talking about, Shenron. I was like, boy, I wonder how far this goes. Now I know.
Shenron also cannot be a pet. Your pet cannot be able to grant you wishes.
Why not?
That's an awesome pet.
Okay, so here's mine. Kirara from Inuyasha.
Kirara. Is that the kid that travels with them that is a fox boy?
No, it's the cat that turns into a giant monster cat with fire feet that can fly. You can ride him, or she turns into a little tiny kitty. I'm not really sure, but you can hold and cuddle with, and then also turn into a giant demon slaying beast. Kirara is awesome. Luna, as long as I also get Sailor Moon powers.
See, I thought of Luna as well, but I don't want to see you transform.
I would be a great Sailor Moon. I would be fantastic. Moon Prism Power. I got it down.
Maybe a little too hairy. But...
I can imagine the silhouette would totally have his hair, his chest hair.
You know what? As long as you believe in love and friendship, your body type doesn't matter.
Oh God!
Don't use magical flare splash on me, okay?
Okay.
Oh.
Some people might be upset about this one. Can I have Blair from Soul Eater?
Oh, that's right there. That is right there with Dragon Maid.
No, Blair is a cat.
No, Blair's the witch.
No, Blair pretends to be a witch. She is a cat with 9 lives who dresses up, who appear in a witch form.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Toru is a dragon first, and she shapeshifts into a human.
Oh, well, that's true. Kind of like a cat being a witch.
Yeah.
Okay, one is an actual cat that would be a pet in everyday life. One's a dragon that you couldn't even keep as a pet.
Oh, it's a magical cat, though, right?
Look, she gets taken care of by the characters, and so they take her in her house, they feed her, they have to take care of her as a cat. That means she is their pet.
So far, you could just replace cat with dragon, and you said this exact same thing about Toru.
Toru takes care of their house. She is a maid.
She's even a better pet.
And if you just no food in the fridge?
Based on art, I think I'd prefer Blair. Okay.
Yep.
Any more favorites before we move on to the other side of the coin?
Not for me.
Now, Puck was also on my list. I mean, Trigun had pretty cool cat too.
Yeah,
but he wasn't central to everything. He was like always in the background.
I love the Trigun cat because it's literally like a Where's Waldo in every episode.
Yes. Yes.
But I don't know if he would be helpful because he doesn't really ever get involved.
Which is almost like a real cat.
Troy, I'm really surprised that there wasn't a Pokemon on your list.
I was thinking of a Pokemon too.
There is a Pokemon on my list, but definitely not for favorite pet.
Oh.
Maybe Hamtaro. Hamtaro, hamster, big adventures. Hamtaro. Now that's, easy to take care of at least.
Diglett would be an alright.
No, Diglett's in holes in my ground in my yard.
And when he evolves, he just gets more Diglets.
Okay, let's go on to the next part.
Okay.
What pets would you never want to have?
On the same vein of Pokemon, I would never want Mewtwo as a pet.
Oh, jeez.
I say Pikachu.
You don't want Pikachu?
Pikachu. Okay, pardon my language. Pikachu's a dick.
Not only that,
Shock Ash.
He blew off the top of an entire mountain. Yes, he's a little destructive.
Oh my gosh.
And he frequently, when he gets angry, will electrocute you. If he's like, oh, I don't like this food. Man, screw you guys, I'm shocking you.
Oh my god.
He says to rocket flying through the stratosphere every episode.
My other pick for terrible animal pets. Well, I guess he's not really an animal. He's a stuffed animal. Would be Cone from Bleach, because that thing would backstab you at every turn.
Yeah, that's definitely one I don't want. Plus, you're always putting up with his perviness if you have a girl in the house.
Right?
He's trying to take over your body.
What is he?
So he's a dead guy that got trapped inside a stuffed animal.
He's a replacement soul and a piece of candy, and if you eat him, he can take over your body. But they've trapped him in a stuffed animal, and he lives in the house in Bleach and just helps out.
Oh my god!
Kind of.
Funny.
Yeah, he's comic relief, and he's a huge perv. And then all the women step on him and smack him around because he's a stuffed
great. Well, I know who I wouldn't want as a pet. Danganronpa.
Technically a robot, but I think it's close enough. I'll give it to you.
Robot pet. I mean, if dead men can be pets.
My pick for besides Pikachu being a dick is Cube from Madoka Magica. No, thank you.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
thank you, kitty. You can go back to whatever universe you're from. I don't want any part of this.
Yes.
You're not getting my soul.
Your magical power. Have you watched that yet, Jason?
I have not. And that's definitely the next on my list.
Okay.
After Cowboy Bebop.
Before.
Also, this is gonna divide fans. You guys, have you ever seen School Live?
No.
School Life. Is this the zombie one?
This is the zombie one. It's a slice of life anime
where the girl is like she's seeing her own reality.
Right. So they're stuck in a school in a zombie apocalypse, and the main girl has lost her mind and still sees thinks she's in the regular world, and goes about her day. And the other girls, try to take care of each other and keep her safe while they're locked in the school. And they find a doggy, and doggy, while noble, may lead to everyone's destruction. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, if I'm having a pet in a zombie apocalypse, I don't want it to take me down with it.
It sounds like it does the I Am Legend thing, huh?
So, no thank you, Tarumaru. Good luck to you on your voyage.
Away from us.
Plus, you eat up all our food. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. If you're taking an anime pet into battle, you need a powerful one. Yeah. And you're not counting sentient dragon maids.
Puck!
Yeah, definitely Puck.
Yeah. I might take Hirara.
I'd take Shenron if I had to.
Toru.
What did I say? What did I say before? Sentient dragon maids and dragon god wishers. No, thank you. Guys, does Luna from Sailor Moon actually have powers, or does
No.
she?
Literally just a wise cat.
Powers?
Yeah, she's just a strategist. She's got no powers.
Yeah, okay, I'll take Kirara. She slays tons of demons and can fly.
And Puck can destroy the world. So,
but I can fly away. So,
yeah. And then there's also like,
and mine's an actual pet. So, not a sentient god that lives on my shoulder. This is a kitty that I take care of.
Any Pokemon or Digimon would work, right?
You could get the Pokemon God.
Yeah, Pokemon God. That's who I'm going to take into battle.
Even though a Pikachu could take him down with enough training.
That's so.
And hold on, no, not just enough training.
Question the logic of your Pokemon.
Not just enough training. He's got to have enough heart and feeling.
Oh God!
I just got to try really hard.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is where like the gauntlet that smashes your own face comes into play.
Troy. I'm sorry, Troy. I stirred the pot. I poked the bee's nest.
Ugh, it's horrible.
Okay, now for our final question, and I don't know why I'm bothering at this point. You have to take one of these pets home to live with.
Toru.
Well, Troy's going to take Blair, so it all works out.
I'm not taking Blair home. My wife will see her.
I could use a maid around the house, okay?
Let's see. Who would I take home?
I'm taking Ein.
Not Guts.
Genius dog who kind of takes care of himself. Yeah,
that's a good pick.
I'm down with that.
I don't mind. I think I'd probably take like the male counterpart to Luna, whatever his name was, the black cat.
Well, he's white.
He's white. She's black. Yeah, you're right. I would take him just because I prefer male cats more than female cats. They're not quite as messy around the house.
Do you think those sentient cats are spraying? You think
I do.
has brain problems?
I would have him neutered. He would not like me.
Bob Barker reminds you to neuter your pets.
Thank you for that public service announcement.
I think we've descended into madness. I think we should just be done.
Just knowing that he was like some important person in the past, that just makes it even funnier.
Tune in next minisode to find out what Jeremy was throwing around that week that we talked about. If you had, I would actually like to hear your guys' comments because everything that came from my co-host was trash. So
just don't deworm Luna.
Oh god, I was trying to picture you deworming the giant wolf from Princess Mononoke.
I think I've derailed Troy again.
I think we're going to hit the mute button on my co-host here and move on. Okay, now it's just the two of us. You can reach us on our Twitter at Baka Podcast or email the animebakaclub@gmail.com, and you can comment about your favorite anime pets, your least favorite anime pets, or maybe send us minisode ideas. We could probably use them. That'd be great. We're going to say goodbye after I remind you that we are watching Made in Abyss this week, and we'll talk about that next week. Let's check in with the hyenas, and they can say goodbye.
Okay, did you say something about a maid? A dragon maid?
Would you guys like to say goodbye? Or
thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Sayonara.